There are some type combinations Game Freak hasn't made Pokemon for, so let's make some. As always, before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you can, become a member. You can get some awesome perks and it really helps the channel. So there are about 17 type combos that no Pokemon has as of making this video. With Cornera, I didn't want to force a bunch of new type combos into the region if they didn't fit properly. So I actually only used 14 type combos to make new mons or regional variants with. We have already shown off 2 with the O-Beetle and Frosky lines, and I will only be showing off 6 new type combos for this video. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting us off is the normal bug type. About halfway through developing the Cornera region, I realized that I didn't have nearly enough bug types. So, I did some research of bugs native to the Four Corners region and came upon this guy, the Calligraphy Beetle. Its back kind of reminds me of a Rorschach test, but then I thought it would be cool if it was multicolored. That thought process led me into thinking, what if the colors were paints? So, I mixed all these ideas and we have Paletal. It is a mixture of a paint palette and a Calligraphy Beetle, and it just works so well. The paints on its back are actually created from different berries it eats, which leads me to the next part of this mon. It's actually a gimmick mon. It can change its typing based on what berry it eats in battle, and has a signature move, Spray Paint, which changes the type of the move depending on its current type. Paletal also has a special relationship with a certain Pokemon, but I will save that for another time. Next up is normal Steel. This one was a little less complex when coming up with the concept for the mon. I wanted a Coati Pokemon, since they can live in parts of New Mexico and Arizona, and I came up with a name, Securati. Get it? Anyway, the concept just bloomed from there. Coatis are in the same family as raccoons, so I decided to make it an evolution of a Zigzagoon variant. So anyway, here it is, Cornera and Zigzagoon, Securati, and Coatitan. Cornera and Zigzagoon and Securati are both normal Steel, but when evolving to Coatitan, it becomes Fighting Steel. This also acts as the Furbait Lucario Zoroarkmon of the region. Now for normal Ghost. Rather than doing just a bedsheet ghost, let's go with something a bit more complex. At first I thought of maybe doing some kind of possessed furniture or wall hanging, you know? Something normal becoming a ghost. And what kind of furniture or decoration is very American? How about trophy hunting? Most trophy hunting is done in America. My sister-in-law even collects trophy and other taxidermy animals, which led me to this idea. How about a spirit of a trophy kill that comes back and possesses the trophy? With that said, here is Lofi! It's one of those cute mons with a tragic backstory. Oh, and it evolves. Here is Rugrath. It's a haunted bearskin rug. It haunts those that hunt Pokemon and will defend a Pokemon if it's targeted by a hunter. Continuing on, I can't think of a better type combination than Fighting Fairy for a Jackalope Pokemon. So, here is Jacobit. It's a rowdy little jackalope that likes to play and fight. I know, its name is a bit strange considering Jackalope was already a mixture of Jackrabbit and Antelope, but Jacobit is actually a part of an evolutionary trio. Here is Dwarf, Harlequer, and Iglop. Dwarf is kind of an Eevee clone, but each evolution is dual typed. Dwarf is normal type and based on Netherland dwarf rabbits. Harlequer is psychic dark type and is based on Harlequin rabbits and actual Harlequins. And Iglop is an ice steel type based on the Florida white rabbit, Arctic rabbits, and igloos. For Fire Fairy, I thought since camping is a huge thing in the Rockies, what would fit well was a Pokemon based on a marshmallow that was roasted over a campfire. Then my mind drifted to Swirlix, who was already based on a sugary treat, and the concepts just merged so well together, so meet Cornera Swirlix. It is adapted to living near the local volcano, Dawn Point, and its fur has become more gooey and singed from the heat. It even has a new ability, Roast, which raises its defense and special defense by 1 stage if hit by a fire-type move. Oh, and of course it evolves. So here is Cornera Slurpuff. It's a s'more! It can use its graham cracker-like barriers to protect itself from oncoming attacks. Last but not least, we have Ground Fighting type. I actually have 2 ground fighting types in Cornera, so I will explain them one at a time. First, I had a thought for an Ibex Pokemon. This animal is actually imported to Arizona and New Mexico and is hunted a lot. It was actually really hard to find an image of one alive in the US, which I found kind of sad. So I made a baby Ibex Pokemon that can't defend itself, but then evolves into an Ibex that has learned to kick ass. So, meet Babex and Jabex. Jabex's fighting type is inspired by the patterns ibexes have in their fur, which reminded me of a gi, and the martial art of Jeet Kune Do, which was created by Bruce Lee. Oh, and when their species names are put together, it makes the Comeback Kid. And for the others, I found this amazing piece of history to inspire it. There was once this experiment by the US Army from 1856 to 1866 called the US Camel Corps, in which they used camels in New Mexico to carry cargo because of their amazing endurance. So why not make a ground-fighting camel soldier? Well, we already have a camel Pokemon with Numel, so why not just make a regional variant and a regional evolution? So here is Cornera Numel and Camelicia. As you can see, they both have little army hats. And Camelicia has a reference to the mural of the Camel Corps on its back. These two are tough and reliable fighters that can withstand the harsh sandstorms of the Suncrest Canyon. So there's a few of the new type combos of Cornera. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And become a member if you would like to help support the channel. With that, I will see you guys next time.